Well, we survived the road trip back from beautiful British Columbia. Coming up at the big show today, a royal wedding. Oh, it was so good while it lasted. And, well, much like my rear end, I can't quite see it.
Is this a riddle? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're going to find out, and so will everybody else. Hang on.
But I'm a co-host.
Even when we got nothing to talk about, there's nowhere I'd rather be. 'Cause there's something about you and me just sitting around talking sheets.
Thank you, Dan Davidson. It's Talking Scheetz. I tell you what, the program will not take as long to do as the setup did today. Holy cow.
Yeah. We've got our tech for the most part down packed, but today something was, well, we've been moving stuff around, and I think we've been moving stuff around and planning and trying things in a different space to not give too much away, and I think that we maybe messed with some stuff when we took some stuff out.
I think when I took a microphone out of this studio and then just thought, well, I'll just put another microphone here, not the same one that was always been here for me, it appeared to cause some kind of a big issue, but it's all going to be worth it when we release and unveil the all-new Talking Scheetz studio. We can officially say it has been purchased, It is now under construction, and it's going to be awesome.
And if you have it your way, it'll be ready for the next episode.
If I haven't...
It won't be. What
do you mean it won't be?
We've talked about this before, but we have wanted to move, and we've trialed our different options, and your best option always is what can happen the quickest. Mm-hmm. But that is not always the best option. And so even as we talk about renovating this studio into the space we want, and again, this is going to be our second iteration, so you want to make it bigger and better. It's not that much bigger, but it is better. And you're just like, let's go. Whatever can get here on Amazon the next day, that's what we're going with. But that's not the way to do it. I think that now that we've gotten started and we have this show and we have this really lovely audience, we have to evolve and grow, and there's no point in moving if it's just going to be done quickly. We have to think about the best path forward and the best quality. We want to upgrade the experience for the Scheetz heads.
There is a famous phrase, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Exactly.
But my point is, it was built, and the only way to get it built is to build the dang thing.
Yes, I think that somewhere maybe between our two approaches is the right approach, but I think that good things take time. And so it's going to be a little while.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. Well, I mean, that's under... Renato is like me. He's in the mood to get this thing going. We're real excited about it. My wife, Kara, the producer's producer, said, I think you should wait till September to launch it because everybody's on holidays during the summer. And I'm like, holidays, schmolidays. We're going to make this thing happen, and we're going to make it happen soon.
You don't care. You're like, I don't care what the Scheetz heads want.
No, the Scheetz heads want the new studio. They're excited.
We also need to keep in mind that 90% of our audience is not watching us anyway. But I think they're going to be able to
I think they're going to want to watch us once we get to the new studio.
Maybe, but also even the audio listeners are going to know that we're in a new space and hopefully be excited.
There'll be even more life to the show.
And like some energy, and also maybe less like buzzing and tech issues, as I hear a buzz right now because of
toilets flushing, baby screaming.
Yeah, we're just locking her right out of the other studio. So
pretty much.
But it is exciting.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, this big show is brought to you by our good friends at Green Drop and Buzz Boss. We were talking about it before the show. We were away last week. You came back. Of course, another monsoon of rain. It's just been crazy. We know that for sure. But your lawn is recovering. It was on death's door, and it has come around. Green Drop has been there doing all sorts of different things.
They stopped by, I think, 3 separate times while we were on vacation to do various treatments and things and work on those cinch bugs. If the rain didn't drown them, Green Drop got them. But we were so excited to come home and see a green lawn. Yeah. And producer Renato mowed it yesterday, and we were like, well, maybe just because it's long, that's why it looks so good. So we didn't want to get our hopes up. Yeah. But he mowed it, and it looks so good. The aeration that they did, the seeding, everything is kind of coming together. I think truly by the end of this summer, we're going to have our lawn back. And that's so exciting. I honestly, it is an ad, but they have done such an incredible job in such a short amount of time. It's just been, it's so exciting. And the producer is less sad that he doesn't have a bad lawn now.
I'm so happy. You know when somebody goes to the hospital and you're like, yeah, they're not coming out?
Yeah.
That's what we thought our lawn was. But
Yeah, we
they
wrote
sent
it
It was
off.
definitely in palliative.
They
Yeah.
sent it home.
We wrote it up. It is on its new life. It is a new lease on life, and the lawn looks so good. Even Leona said, grass fixed, because she would point out the patches where it was dead and be like, what's wrong? And we said, the grass is dead. We had to explain life and death to her through our grass. And now she's like, it's fixed. It's fixed.
Thank you to Green Drop. And they also have their brother or sister company, Buzz Boss.
Yeah.
That deals with the mosquitoes. Hello. What a time we're having with those suckers. Like, honestly, a lot of those mosquitoes, some of the ones that I've seen, should probably be involved with air traffic control. Like
They're so big.
Yeah,
They are so big and there's so many. It's almost comical when you go outside and they're in your hair and they're in your mouth and they're everywhere. You go, we can't leave our property, but on our property, it's good because of the Buzz Boss. I mean, we don't even need to promote this because I'm sure the phone is ringing right now. There's no mosquito spray available in stores and
people are drinking it. That's the problem.
or they're just dousing their lawns and then they need Green Drop. But Buzz Boss, if there was a time, bring the boss in because those mosquitoes are the boss right now. It's not it.
Your grandpa Rolly, my dad, used to always say, I pour beer on my lawn so it comes up half cut.
You love to share his dad jokes.
I do.
I will say he used to deliver them so much better than you because they were funny when they came from him.
It was the next level. Green Drop and Buzz Boss. Thank you to them for sponsoring the show, and thank you, our lawn as well. I'm going to be mowing tomorrow, and it is just well, of course, the rain has been great for that.
Yeah.
But also, the job they're doing on our dead patches too. So we're going to start the show as we always do with Bull Sheets. We got to get the problems in the world over with right off the bat. Brought to you by Cook County Saloon and Steak House. And again, if you're looking for great food, if you're looking for cold drinks in a place where everyone feels like family, it's kind of like Cheers. You remember Cheers? Everybody knows your name.
I know it. I know the
Norm.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Head to Cook County Saloon and Steakhouse and then go dancing at Cook County after that. What a great place and a great sponsor of the show, and we really do appreciate that. You can go first, Bailey. What is your bullshit? The thing that's bringing you down this week?
We've hyped up the World Cup a lot in our episodes. We're so excited, and Team Canada, if you're listening to this in real time, lost today, and that maybe is a bullshit, but that's not actually where I'm going with this because I'm so proud of that team. That's not my bullshit. My bullshit is producer Renato went to the World Cup. We were so happy for him. We've let him talk about the World Cup on the last few episodes because it's something he's so passionate about. But I'm just gonna say it. I love these soccer players. I'm so happy for their countries, whatever. In my own home, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. When the Stanley Cup playoffs are on, there's one game a day where I check out, producer Renato checks out, everyone checks out
He
because they're
usually
watching
cares about one game.
You're watching one game a day.
Yeah.
If you're a big football fan, you're watching one game a week. Great. That's fine.
Yeah.
This World Cup there is three matches a day or more. It's constantly on, and he is just glued as if every match is so important to him. And I think it is so important to him. If he hasn't taken over the TV watching it, he's watching the match on his phone. I'm World Cupped out. He's made it his goal to watch as many of the matches as possible, and I think he's watched almost every one.
I'm tired of it too. And you know what? I
on our vacation, he sat inside for much of the day.
He's streaming, and I'm saying, who's playing? And it's like two countries I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
Who's Cape Verde Mariora? I'm like, what is? But he's
he
like,
gets so invested, and he's not even ever cheering for anyone.
No.
He's cheering for the sport.
But there is a lot of drama. I'm all of a sudden going to stick up for him. There is a lot of drama in it all. But you don't need to watch 18 hours of guys falling on the ground and grabbing their ankles like they're all broken. That's a lot, and especially when you're on holidays with people and you're streaming it in the vehicle, and we're trying to watch Bluey, and oh my gosh, there's a lot going on.
I am World Cupped out. I'm so glad that it only happens every 4 years because you know what, it would not be good for our marriage if it happened more than that.
30-second rebuttal, go.
Am I giving Leona or Bailey, my A+ fathering or husbanding? Maybe not right now, but like C+. C's get degrees. I'm still fulfilling my duties.
Disagree. I would disagree with the C. You're not in passing right now. You're failing.
I think that normally you are an A, exactly, and that's the problem. Is now we're used to a certain standard of care, and I'm used to a certain standard of support, and now we're getting none of it. Like nothing is getting done. It's
Honey, just wait. There's another 20 minutes left in extra time.
I'll be like, hey, can you go make Leona lunch or cut up the strawberries or whatever? And he's like, yeah, right after this match. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, there's 12 more minutes that just appeared out of nowhere in this match.
He's watching two teams, France and Paraguay. Like, who gives a rotten, you know what, about that?
That's why I think you can support your teams and you can be excited. We love sports on this podcast.
This is fun
we love
ganging up. I
sports
like
in this.
this.
We love sports in this family. I'm so tired of it, and I know you love it. You get so excited, but I'm done.
Listen, it happens once every 4 years. You have to just accept it. This is part of the agreement.
If we can make it through the World Cup, we can. We've never been married for a World Cup before, right?
We have.
Oh, okay. I just don't remember it. I think it's because of Leona.
Well, and it's Canadian.
Yeah.
The North America tie. It is a lot more interesting now when you're like, holy cow, the game's in Vancouver, the game's in Toronto, the game's in Seattle, the game's in Houston. I would say that it means more because it's closer to us. So all of a sudden I'm defending him. But there's a song from Merle Haggard. It's a great classic. It's called If We Make It to December.
Yeah.
Make it through.
Oh, I love that
If we
song.
make it through December,
Yeah.
if we make it through the World Cup.
No, legitimately, that's how I love that song. But that is how I feel. I love this man very much. I don't love him that much when the World Cup is on.
Okay, we're not gonna win.
I think he gets a minute.
No,
What's he got?
No,
All
we
I'll
give
say-
him a minute.
All I'll say is, listen, after Halloween, dentists say it's better to just let your kids gorge on your candy and get it over with.
Yeah.
Right? Would you rather me watch, this many games over like 8 months?
But you do
or just
watch
get it-
soccer all year.
Yes, but I'm getting, this World Cup, this tournament over in a month. That's
Okay.
it.
So this is all the sports you're going to watch for the year.
I feel like we're getting
not saying that.
somehow we're getting the cavities from this situation. So.
That's how I feel.
All right, my bullshits. I was going to talk about a-holes risking everyone's life on the highway,
Yeah,
but
I see
I
that
talk
one.
a lot about the road. So by the way, still nothing done. I'm working on trying to get a hold of somebody that can maybe make a difference for that intersection.
We're getting all kinds of messages still. Even on TikTok today, we got one where people are passionate about this cause.
We turned it today. We turned again. If you haven't heard the other ones, but we made the left-hand turn right in front of about 8 motorbikes. They were coming in like bikes travel on a Saturday
they have
afternoon.
their crew, their pack.
And we got, because I could not see them. I got a big truck. I'm completely, then my vision is, and I'm just like, I think it's clear. And I got past just before, and literally 4 bikers could have been killed in that intersection. So I don't know what to do. I've got some thoughts if I don't get a hold of the right people to try to do something about it. But anyway, so I don't want to complain about that. But I do want to say on our road trip, the jerks that pass in the mountains when there's no, and they just rely on everybody to pull over, or everybody's going to be in a head-on collision. That is just brutal.
And you're a pretty,
I'm an aggressive driver,
yeah.
but I don't do that. I never screw around with that kind of stuff. Like just, there's a reason why there's passing lanes in the, and I know that it gets frustrating because there's people on holidays and they're renting motorhomes that probably shouldn't be driving because they're not qualified. There's big trucks that are going slow, blah, 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 blah. But passing, you're not just risking your life and the people in your vehicle, you're risking the other people that could hit you head on. And how many times does that happen, right? So anyway, that's, I didn't want to do that.
I was going to say, is that, you said you weren't going to talk about the roads.
I was going to talk about overpacking for vacations. Your mother, and man, I love her dearly. She packs, and I've said this before, when Grandpa Scheetz, I talked about this last episode, came from Lithuania with his 3 children and his wife, and came for a new life here in Canada. They packed way less than we did when we went to BC with just the 2 of us.
Yeah. But
And
my rebuttal to that, how many times in that week we were away did someone say, "Care, do you have blank?" Like asked her for
I
something.
know.
Whether it be me, whether it be Leona, whether it be you or Carter and Leslie with Georgia. She had everything for everyone. So she's not just packing for you and her. She's thinking about the fact that I'm going to forget nail clippers, so she's going to bring them so that when Leona gets a hangnail and freaks out, she's going to have that.
But even myself, as much as, Karen now, she sometimes makes it my responsibility to pack for myself.
Oh,
Sometimes.
crazy that you've got that responsibility now.
The only thing that when I'm unpacking after a trip, I'm like, every time it's the same thing. I'm out of underwear, but everything else, it's like I pack like 6 too many of everything.
But that's also because you wear the same clothes day after day after day.
Ooh, that's probably true. Anyway, I got a thought. Renato is a super packer. The guy packs fantastically, but what do you think about overpacking on vacation?
He really doesn't bring much.
Can she overpack in her home too? Because that's what she does.
That's what I do. I don't think that you can come at me because, again, packing for a toddler is a really big responsibility, and
hang on. Wow. That fits somehow. Yes.
and I take most of it on. And I had almost everything for her. And what I didn't have, what I forgot, Care would bring. So I'm not going to take any complaints.
I'm not complaining about what you packed on our trip. I'm just complaining about our house.
What you pack into our home. That's a whole other subject.
But and Chris is talking about Kara overpacking. I always ask her for things too, mostly Advil.
She always has.
I have a headache.
Just because you're on holidays with me.
He gets so much screen time watching the damn World Cup that it gave him a headache.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're back to that, are we? It's time for Good Sheets now. And Good Sheets is brought to you by Londonderry Dodge. We love our friends at Londonderry. What a great trip we had thanks to that Pacifica. I'm telling you, and I just heard from a good friend and a Sheets head. His name is Pat. His daughter just bought a Pacifica from Londonderry for Mitch and the folks. And she's not going to regret it one bit. That thing is fantastic. Really quickly, we were putting in fuel in Golden or...
I think it was Golden.
Golden. And we were putting in fuel. And we got getting in our vehicle, and there's two guys at the other gas pumps, and they're right across from each other, and they're both driving Porsches. Same looking car, beautiful sports cars. And these two guys are, they're
chopping it up. They have something in common. They're
midlife crisising it up there, and they're talking to each other, and I'm just like, ooh, I want to get in here because I got a good one.
You were so
for
excited to give him a joke,
and I could not get in because there's like, oh wow, yours does this, yours does that. Oh yeah, you got yours from here, you got, and then I got in the Pacifica, and I rolled down. I didn't roll down the window. I pressed the button. We used to roll down windows in the old.
You still call it rolling? Don't they still call it rolling down a window? I think I still do. I'm like, I'm going to roll down the window. I'm not actually rolling it down, but I do think
I rolled down the window and I said, hey, don't you wish you had a Pacifica? The guy started to laugh hysterically. And then I said, you laugh, but you try to get all this shit in your Porsche.
Yeah, and then he opened the front trunk. Like their trunk is in the...
The engine's... Yeah. Or no, the engine's in the back of a Porsche.
That's what they were looking at. Whatever it was. Lifted the hood in the back. It's like so tiny. And we had... so much stuff in that Pacifica, and there was still so much room. There's truly no other vehicle in the world that we would have rather been in that moment.
And we couldn't have traveled in.
No, it was so comfy.
Every time we opened the back door, crap would fall down.
It was like Zabumafu's closet. It was Zabumafu's closet back there.
It was totally like Cousin Eddie coming from the shitter's full. I mean, it was just
so much stuff.
Thank you to Londonderry. They are amazing people. Okay, what are we talking about? Good Sheets, Bailey. What is it?
Well, as we've mentioned, we just got back from vacation in BC, and especially now that we're traveling with a toddler, we don't really have a choice in that. She comes with us. My Good Sheets is taking a few days off after your vacation before you go back to work.
Oh my gosh.
So we got home on late Thursday night.
Yeah.
We had Friday. We had Saturday. We're going to have Sunday tomorrow. And then we go back to work on Monday. It doesn't feel so exhausting and overwhelming. All of the stuff we packed, we have time to unpack. Have we done it yet? No, but we're going to. The laundry, the mowing the lawn, having things ready for the week before we start especially after you take a week off, you have so much to catch up on. So work is stressful. And then if you come home the night before, your house is stressful. You're tired. It has been so nice this weekend knowing that we have this weekend to catch up before going back. And I know that's not always possible with vacation, and it's never been possible in my life before. I was always back to work as soon as I could be. So I just want to, it's such a good sheet. This weekend has been great knowing that it's not a mad rush back to the grind.
That's so funny because we were talking about this and your mom said, oh, your dad is the opposite. I love to make that vacation. Like if we've got, when I was on the radio, we had to have a certain amount of vacation days and I would just wait. We would land. There was times where we would land and I would go straight to work.
Yeah, like for 4 a.m. We would land at 2. We'd land at 2 and you'd be
straight to the overnight show when your mom and I got married and went to Disney World for our honeymoon. There was a bit of a missed plane involved, but yeah. So I literally. We landed at 10 o'clock at night and I got to the radio station by midnight to do the show. I believe taking advantage of all of that holiday vacation time on vacation.
I think I would have agreed with you prior to Leona, but now it's like there's packing. I've talked about this before too. I used to be such a good packer, really concise. I used to travel all the time with the Oilers. I would have it all down. Now, oh my gosh, I feel so overwhelmed by the amount of stuff and her laundry. She probably went through in the 7 days 14 outfits, and not because she's Reba and wanted a new look. Like she just got food.
She's so grubby.
I think that right now where we're at, almost 2 years old, is the messiest she's ever been. She's going through clothes in a way that she did not go through when she was a baby. So I just feel it's such a hack. I feel so much more calm knowing I'm going back to work with things a little bit more settled.
So I would have rather stayed in BC for 2 more days.
It was so beautiful. But if we had had that long road trip day, 10 hours in the car,
And then started
gone
work.
to, I would have just, I would have cried.
I like having the weekend before. So like the weekend before I started again. So yeah, fair
it's
enough.
nice. It's been really nice.
Okay, fair enough. My good Scheetz is teaching your children or grandchildren about the music you love and then having them fall in love with those songs.
Yeah.
And I'm experiencing that now with my granddaughter, Leona. How old is she? 20 months old?
22.
22 months old. Yeah, she'll be 2 years old in
almost
August.
23 months old.
So, and I never got her on this, but she loves the swing. It's her favorite thing. The swing in our backyard is literally her favorite thing. Swing, go swing, go swing, go swing. Even today, she had a 5 alarm freak out because she wasn't getting to go out on the swing right away.
Yeah, the swing at Gigi Papa's, as she says one word, Gigi Papa, the swing at Gigi Papa's house is her favorite thing in the world.
Right. But
Truly.
her favorite part of that is, because Papa started this, is I sing a song to her while we're swinging, and the song is called Swinging by John Anderson. And it's an old, beautiful song. It is the nicest song. You know what? It should have won Grammys. It probably should have won Grammys at the time. And if you've never heard it, there's a little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is Charlie Johnson, and she's really looking good.
It's terrible. I'm sorry to John Anderson. This song
Oh my gosh,
is
Baillie.
so annoying. He doesn't have a terrible voice all the time.
He's got a very nasal country.
Yes. I have just heard this song too much, and Leona says swinging song all the time, and we
Because I
have to
changed
listen
the words
to it.
for her. There's a little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is Leona, and she's really looking. I just think it's fantastic that she appreciates that music. And the other night when we were at the Airbnb and Karen and I were going to sleep, I heard Renato singing the song in the bathroom brushing his teeth.
Which the fact that producer Renato, of all people, is singing a John Anderson song is incredibly funny. Like I can appreciate that.
I mean, Angels Among Us by Alabama. Okay,
It's his favorite song.
Fair enough. But for him, because he was just hammering me. He's like, "No, Leona, this is a terrible song. It's so bad." Then we caught him singing it.
Yep. Oh, it got us all. Its swinging song has gotten us all.
Yes.
Just because I'm singing it doesn't mean I like it.
It's just in there. She likes the hot dog song from Mickey Mouse, anything by Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
and then You Got a Friend in Me,
Yeah.
and swinging song.
And Born to Be Wild.
Born
by
to Be
Stephen
Wild
Wolf.
now, and Pink Pony Club. She's really is an enigma. Like her taste makes no sense. Mom is like a jukebox, and she's just gives me what song she wants. So she'll be like, "Mom, swinging song, Jessie song," which is Taylor Swift's new Toy Story song. So she has all of these songs that she requests, and we all have to know them, because if you don't know them, it's awkward
And you gotta
at
sing
this
them.
point. And you have to sing them to her. But swinging is the worst. I just have all the songs she could have like attached to, and it makes sense because she loves the swing. But the way she says, "Her name is Leona. She's really looking good." It's so funny though. But it led me to ask the Scheetz heads, what song was your toddler or kid obsessed with? Like weird song, because
And?
I think that there would be some good ones, and we did get some good ones. Me by Taylor Swift, which is Taylor Swift's worst song ever. So of course the kids are gonna love it.
Yeah.
Electric Avenue. My grandson was obsessed with Lonely Drum in 2018.
I'm beating on my lonely drum. Aaron Goodwin,
Yeah, we love that song. Sabotage by the Beastie Boys. Anything doodle bops. Leona hasn't gotten into doodle bops yet, but
Okay.
if we can avoid that, we might. Tucker really likes Rocky Mountain Way by Joe Walsh. That's it's a great song. Maybe not for he's the same age as Leona, so maybe not for a 2-year-old, but Boogie Woogie Choo Choo Train.
Yeah.
And Up Down by Florida Georgia Line, even with the finger points when he was going up and down. It's really cute.
And I remember I'd ask this question on the radio, and there was little kids that would sing "Hold My Beer" by Aaron Pritchett.
Yeah.
Hold my beer while and they're singing songs they just shouldn't be singing, but it just fits, right?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. When I was in grade like 3 or 4, My Humps by Black Eyed Peas was a big one, and I remember singing and dancing to it, but like it's ridiculous.
And there's kids that sing Nickelback. What's that song? The Animal song?
Animals by Nickelback. Right now, guys, I have to say I am hoping whatever stench is ruminating in here is from the French Bulldog and not one of you.
It's not me.
It's not me.
Oh, honey.
I promise.
She looks so relaxed.
Yeah, definitely. She's relaxed.
His cheeks are relaxed.
Oh, it stinks so bad in here. I can't wait till we have more space.
All I can smell right now is the Mother Dough bread co that we were.
I mean, that's an interesting segue.
Well, I can't smell the The farts.
I don't smell it either.
But I was at Mother Doe.
Her bum is pointed directly to me.
I was at Mother Doe today. I saw Lauren, I saw Angel, I saw all the staff working hard at Mother Doe Bread Co. And they were so excited to show off a new sandwich. That sandwich is the
Cubano. Oh, it's so good. We were sad to say goodbye to the last special, but I'm always so excited to see what they're going to come up with next.
Yeah, it's like it's a next girlfriend, Renato.
Yeah.
Same kind of idea.
You know
right?
what?
You're sad to see one leave, but you're happy to see the next one.
I mean, what would you know about that?
I only had one girlfriend. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. I pretty much, but you know what? If that one girlfriend was my wife, it would be the Cubano.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're comparing it already one try to your wife.
It's got the amazing bread, right?
Yes, it's got the delicious focaccia bread. It's got Italian ham, the pulled pork, Swiss cheese, dill pickle mustard.
This is what I love. I'm a mustard guy. I think
Yeah.
that might be my favorite
Yeah.
condiment quietly.
Yeah, dill
But
pickles.
add
is
dill
it dill
pickle
pickles?
mustard?
Is it dill pickles and mustard or dill pickle mustard?
Well, there's dill pickles in it too. Yeah.
So maybe it's dill pickles and mustard? I don't know. I could taste the dill. I could taste the mustard.
It was a perfect combination.
Garlic butter, which their garlic butter might be my favorite thing. That like it's just so good. And then yeah, it's on their delicious focaccia bread,
Yeah.
sourdough focaccia bread.
Check it out this month.
Yeah, the
for
Cubano.
July. And while you're there, you can get the Baillie drink too. Lauren said that people are coming in like
The
crazy.
green tea lemonade.
And they're asking for the Do that for us, because then that actually shows you that, our
Gives us
advertising.
proof of purchase here. Like
Exactly.
that's so
So that-
exciting. But I love that people are going in there and they've had to now tell the workers, like, if someone asks for Bailey's drink, this is what it is. They're so confused. I had one right before the show. If you can tell, I'm a little wired.
Yeah.
It is. I was excited to come home just to have it. I missed that drink, and it's a limited time only. So get it while you can.
All right.
Let
Mother
me
Doe.
influence you.
Mother Doe Bread Co.
Yes.
Bailey would say the biggest story of the week, no disrespect to World Cup, was a wedding that happened at Madison Square Garden.
I don't think that it's just me. Obviously,
No, it's not just
Obviously, I'm a Swiftie, but this was big news. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, Taylor Kelce, as people are now calling her, got married yesterday. I guess whenever you're listening to this, July 3rd, Friday, July 3rd, at Madison Square Garden. There are so many opinions on this. Some people love it. Some people absolutely hate it. With Taylor Swift, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But it definitely was the most public celebrity wedding since Princess Diana. Celebrities, I think, in our era of social media and everything, have tried to be private about what they're doing. But they just decided, you know what? If we're going to do it, people are going to find out where we're going anyway. Let's just have it somewhere where at least it can be it was a star-studded event. Any celebrity you've ever thought of was there. Like
1,000.
some of the most obscure. Who were some of the really Tom Hanks apparently closed the night down. 4 a.m. He was seen leaving Madison Square Garden. But Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce got married, and it just was this insane news story. Adam Sandler married them. Adam Sandler was the officiant, and everyone's saying that was Travis's one thing he got to decide on. But
Was Adam Sandler.
nobody was allowed to have their phones, so there's a few small leaked photos, but nothing really of what it looked like inside. And people are like, what? She got married in a basketball or hockey arena? That's crazy. You don't realize that a billionaire can do anything.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't look...
Apparently not.
It didn't look like a hockey arena in there. It didn't look like the Madison Square Garden that we know. You could do anything with that much money. And I saw there's lots of Swifties defending the decision too, and I saw a TikTok that said, hey, Katie, you got married in a barn, because that's a kind of a trendy thing to do. So you got married where cows were. Why can't she get married where hockey players play? My opinion on it is, if Taylor Swift is happy, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I also, when we planned our wedding, producer Renato and I, our vision before the pandemic was to get married at Cook County Saloon, a bar, as we know, our favorite place, and have a giant raging party. I think that that's what Taylor and Travis wanted too. They just wanted a big venue where they could really have a big safe party and nobody could get in. I think a big part of it is that MSG already has safety protocols in place, because where else could they go where people are not going to get in?
Yeah.
And there was people were safely standing outside and singing and celebrating fans, but it created some space where it was safe.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, and they donated allegedly a ton of money to charity.
$26 million. Yeah.
Typical Taylor work. I did get a couple of messages. First of all, from buddy Maurizio, who I used to he was just he's still one of my favorite guys. But he sent a picture of Travis and Taylor, and he said, "Hey, I remember when you were his age. he looks like you. And I've heard other people say that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I'm like, well, maybe just our,
you do. I think
just our bodies, but it's our, Karen says our eyebrows.
and smiles. Your smiles are a bit the same too. Wow. So yesterday, I got a lot of texts yesterday too, as if I was getting married. But you got text people. That's really interesting.
Then
we'll have to ask the Scheetz, does he look like Travis Kelce? What do you think?
Well, again, when I was 36, not 55. I got a text as well. First plug's free. His name is Jamie Harms. His name is Jamie Harms, and he's really looking good. And Jamie actually is part of the Harms Group, which owns Londonderry Dodge. His dad, Bob, and Jamie's just opening up the new Genesis building on the West End, and it's going to be spectacular. But he didn't. He sent me a picture. I don't know if I could show it on here, but
I can put it over top.
Okay, it's a picture of a young Taylor Swift and me at Rexall Place outside as I was doing an interview with her, and I think she was opening for Brad Paisley.
She was, yeah. That's when we got to go on her bus too.
Right, yeah, that was yeah. And our friend Danielle, poor Danielle, had a bad runny nose.
That was a pre-pandemic move.
But he says, not sure if I've ever sent you this. He said, I remember it vividly. There were maybe 5 people standing around you guys outside of Rexall when you were doing this interview. Taylor Swift. Think about that.
And think about just how much her life has changed in that time. It's so crazy. And I talked about this when they got engaged, but the fact that the person who I feel like I grew up with and went through all of these different heartbreaks with and all of these things, found something that makes her happy and finally got the ring that she sang about in Love Story. Yeah. It's just, I think it's so special. The rumors are that she walked down the aisle to a piano and violin version of Love Story, which is her first big hit and her first song truly about love. Again, like I said, if Taylor's happy, I'm happy. I just want some pictures. I hope by the time this podcast is released, they've released pictures on their own. I want Taylor to post it. I want to see the dress. It's a crazy thing. And it's the royal wedding of our generation. Okay. It really is.
In this picture, and Baillie will put it up on YouTube so you can see it. She's looking kind of at me and probably thinking, when I'm the same age as this young fella is, I'm going to marry a guy that looks this handsome.
Do you think she has a crush on you in this picture?
I think she's like, I'm going to find a guy that looks like that.
This is an interesting take. I posted a photo of me at Madison Square Garden. I don't know if you saw that. And I said the last time I was here, which would have been December of 2023. Yeah. So I was just newly pregnant. And I was so sick. That was the sickest I ever was in my pregnancy, was that MSG day. I was throwing up and I had all kinds of problems and I got lost in the tunnels beneath them. I do know that you can sneak anything in and out of there because I got lost in the tunnels and it's like layers and layers and layers.
The crazy thing about Madison Square Garden, if you don't know it, is that like the arena is like seven floors up or something, 7 stories up, right? Yeah. Like the hockey arena is actually elevated
in the air. Yeah, you're in Midtown but there are layers and layers and layers underneath.
Well, they have to be a bunch underneath.
And there was people working. Like, it was crazy. So I can't imagine what a production it was to set that whole space up. But I posted a photo of myself there the one time I was smiling while I was there because I was so sick. And I said, Leona must have known from the womb that this was Taylor Swift's future wedding venue because she was putting on quite a show when we were there. It's nice to say that I threw up in Taylor Swift's wedding venue.
Well, the one thing I want to go back to is the Adam Sandler thing and marrying them. Like, if you could have any celebrity marry you, who would that celebrity be? Like, I'm asking the Scheetz heads that question.
Dolly Parton.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
It would be absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
that's mine for sure. If you say Drake, I swear to gosh.
No, I just want to talk about the Adam Sandler thing. Do you think it was Travis's idea because he was in The Wedding Singer? And he's like, that was one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah,
I do think everyone's saying it's a Travis Kelce decision. I think there's a lot of people are like, oh, that's so tacky. I love it. I love Adam Sandler. I think he's just so funny. I think it was great. He was also recently on Travis's podcast, so I'm sure that they connected through that. He was on New Heights.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know. I think Will Ferrell would be great.
Oh, he would, but he would, like, Adam Sandler would make jokes but be sincere. I feel like Will Ferrell would make it a bit the whole time. I don't know if he would have any sincerity in there.
He would act like the Pope. Like he would, it would be. Anyway, yes. Who would you want to marry you?
I don't know. I've never thought about it. Maybe David Lynch, but he's dead now.
But then it would be creepy.
No, he's not creepy, though. He always used to do these, like, daily posts where he's like, today is June 15th, and I hope you have a lovely day. For those who are unfamiliar, he was a director of many movies and the show Twin Peaks. Okay. And he's just an interesting guy. He would have been awesome. Yeah. And he has gray hair.
Okay. All right. I think another guy that would be hilarious would be Larry David.
Oh, he would say like, this is doomed. This is doomed to fail. By the way, nothing matters. Good luck out there. Dolly Parton is the only answer.
Listen, if you want Larry David to marry you, just get my dad to remarry you and care.
I was just thinking your dad is the second coming.
The Italian Larry
The
David.
doppelganger. A couple of other things with trending real quickly. Tommy Hunter, a legendary country music man from Canada, passed away at the age of 89 this week. And Tommy Hunter had the Tommy Hunter Show. It was on, I believe it was on after Hockey Night in Canada, but it was just, was just kind of part of so many of our childhood. And I talked to your grandma, my mom, today to confirm, and she doesn't have the greatest memory about it, but I was positive. And then she said, "You're right." She sat beside Tommy Hunter once on an airplane she was flying to the States, and Tommy Hunter was sitting beside her. He was a really tall man. And I remember saying he was a real country gentleman. So Tommy Hunter, there'll be, the people that really are into Taylor Swift are not into Tommy Hunter.
Hey,
but there
you
will
never
be
know.
Part of our audience that will appreciate the fact
You
that
never
we
know. I
mentioned-
think Sheetz heads contain multitudes.
Yeah, and we talked about World Cup, of course, huge thing. It continues. Darnell Nurse was probably one of the biggest stories in Edmonton. He was traded on Canada Day. We were coming home and listening to the coverage, and Darnell, after all of these years, almost playing 800 games with the Oilers, 100 games in the playoffs, and he was certainly somebody that was polarizing when it came to the fans. He made a lot of money, which some people didn't think he lived up to, and that might have been a fair assessment, but it wasn't really his fault. He just was offered a bunch of money.
Who's going to turn down 9.25?
Everybody would have taken it,
Yeah.
right? So I know that you really appreciated not just Darnell, but his wife.
Their whole family was lovely, and I think he comes from a really cool family. And yeah, his wife. I always take trades personally, and I think about the people involved. And he was always really wonderful to work with on my end, and his wife is great. So we're wishing them all the best. I mean, there are worse places to go than San Jose.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
One of my favorite Darnell Nurse memories has nothing to do with him, but it has something to do with him. Back in whatever it was, 2018, when the Oilers played the San Jose Sharks in the playoffs, I sat, and this very, very, very large man sat beside me, and I take up a lot of seat. He took up a lot of seat, and got talking to him, and I found out that he was Darnell Nurse's uncle. And the coolest thing about that was, he was actually I believe he might be a Hall of Famer, Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb, NFL quarterback, and he's Darnell Nurse's uncle. And so he was there cheering on Darnell. The Oilers lost that game 5 or 7-0. It was ridiculous. But first of all, we really got too close because
you were pressed together seat-wise. You didn't have a lot of space.
Because he's a gigantic man. And the funniest thing was, people were taking pictures with him because they recognized him because he's a star, of course, of the NFL. So people were taking pictures with him. So then this guy comes, and he's just in front of us, and he turns around and he says, "Hey, would you mind taking a picture of us?" And Donovan's like, "Okay, sure, I'll do it." And then, assuming it was going to be a picture with him, because everybody takes a picture with Donovan McNabb, they actually just wanted him to take the picture of them, which was hilarious because it took a little bit of time. And they're like, no, we don't need you in the picture.
And this guy who doesn't know who he is like, why is this guy trying to come in our picture?
But then the home run of the whole story was, then the guy ends up actually turning around and saying, "Are you Donovan McNabb?" And Donovan McNabb kind of shyly says, "Yeah." He says, "Well, I'm blah, 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 blah from the Buffalo Bills. I play in the defensive end." And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, man, I recognize you." And then these two started to talk, and I'm like, two NFL guys beside each other at a San Jose Shark hockey game. What is going on here?
At the SAP Center. That is so interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, there's my Darnell Nurse story about his uncle.
I mean,
Donovan
he
McNabb.
comes from an incredible family of athletes.
You think?
His cousin Sarah, his sister Kia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're a little
amazing.
more athletic than the Scheetzes.
Yeah.
Just a hair.
Yeah, we're close.
Community Sheets brought to you by Crystal Glass. Whether you need a rock chip repaired, a windshield replaced, or a custom residential glass, choose the team that gives back to the community and does an incredible job. Ken Franchuk and the folks at crystalglass.ca. Wow, I had a great week. There's a young girl named Charlie. Charlotte is her name. She's from, I can't say where they're from, I guess. I'm not supposed to say that because you're supposed to keep that kind of private. But people that know. And the cool thing was that your aunt, my sister-in-law Sharon, actually referred Charlie to get a dream from the organization I work for, Alberta Dreams, that delivers dreams to seriously and chronically ill children. And she's 6 years old. Her name is Charlie. She has something called Costello syndrome, and she is just beautiful. She is just the sweetest little thing, but she has, had more challenges, and their families had more challenges than anyone would ever want. But this little girl loves Sesame Street and loves Elmo. Like, you think Leona loves Elmo? Mm-hmm. Nothing like this girl loves Elmo. So we got to go there, and I brought your aunt, Sharon, because she's the one that referred them. That's how Alberta Dreams works. You got to refer, and anybody in the community can refer of a family, including the family themselves, even the kid themselves. And they qualified, and I came there with their dream, and they didn't know what it was, but they're going to Sesame Street Place in San Diego, California.
Wow. Is it like it's like a theme park?
It's like a theme park for Sesame Street. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yeah.
The first thing I said when I found that out was, Hebert, Hebert, Hebert.
Oh my gosh.
Ernie, hey Ernie, Hebert, Hebert, Hebert. That's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
Hebert, Hebert, Ernie, hey Ernie. Wow.
I'm excited that Charlie gets to go see the real Bert and Ernie. She's like sitting there.
So am I. But it was just incredible. Everybody was just so excited. The grandma and grandpa were there, and the aunt was there, and it was just, oh my gosh, it was just so good. You can check out the video of the reveal on my Instagram or Alberta Dreams Instagram, and you can help them out. Another quick shout out: when this is released, I'll be in Red Deer at the Red Deer Golf and Country Club. Brett Kissel's doing a golf tournament with all of the money raised going to Alberta Dreams. By the time this is all said and done, the last 3 events that he's done for us is probably going to give us close to $150,000, $160,000. That makes dreams like Charlie's come true, which is incredible. And one more plea for world's longest futsal players. Renato, you're going to do some overnights for me, buddy?
They're coming up.
July 20th to 23rd. We're looking for players. Go to albertadreams.ca. So we would love for you to help us out. And that is
I think instead of watching the World Cup, you could put your money where your mouth is. Play some futsal.
If you are half the player you talk about soccer about, seriously, you be the expert.
I'll go easy on everybody. I promise.
Especially after 72 hours. I just can't pay. This man, I'm picturing him at hour 71.
I watch the World Cup, and they always say, what sport could you do professionally and fake for the longest amount of time? And some people say, well, maybe a punter in the CFL or NFL or a kicker, or maybe a lineman, just kind of like just let them all beat you, but you're not really involved. I saw one guy at the World Cup that I could be every time.
The goalie.
No.
Oh.
It's when they have kicks, and the kicks are close to what are those kicks called? Not a penalty kick, but a kick like there was one today.
A
free kick?
No, a free kick.
Okay.
That's close to the net. And they all go in a line, and they hold their hands over their testicles so they don't get a hit in the air. Yeah. Then there's one guy behind them that lays down flat.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is my job.
Well, but he also does other things throughout the game.
Just bring me in for that.
You just want to lay down behind the men grabbing themselves. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know.
I think that would be my job.
Okay.
No?
Just laying down across.
Yeah, I take up so much space. My love handles, they'd never get over him. Not even Messi could kick over me.
Well, there you go.
Don't you think?
You'd stop every shot for sure.
Let's get Chris to the next World Cup. You got 4 years to train. You just got to lay down.
Oh, I'm training. I'm training at Mother Doe every day. Thanks to Crystal Glass, Londonderry Dodge, Cook County Saloon and Steakhouse, Mother Doe Bread Co., and of course Green Drop for the big show. Did it all make sense now after I explained it all?
I don't remember what you said, to be honest.
Much like my rear end, I can't quite see it.
Even when we got nothing to talk about, there's nowhere I'd rather be. 'Cause there's something about you and me just sitting around talking sheets.